Ladies and gentlemen, we present a radio program in English. From time to time, actors will be heard. The author has fled the country. (1954). A world overshadowed with doubts, fears, uncertainty. Of Indochina, the Suez, Cyprus, East and West German strife, the H-bomb explosion, and yet to come, the unbelievable power of the cobalt bomb. But our own governors are not unaware of these dangers. At this moment, the House of Commons are debating serious matters.
Starlings, they're ruining St. Martin's.
There are far too many starlings in Trafalgar Square.
And we must get rid of these disgusting creatures. We must.
Well said. Get rid of
What?
Well said.
Yes. Get rid of them. Yes.
Get rid of them.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yes.
Here, let's all have some tea.
Yes, Parliament was aroused. On the terrace of the House of Commons during the tea break, backbenchers gave voice to their feelings. The inventive genius of the country was called upon, and for 3 years the Starlings were attacked with a series of frightening devices.
Stuffed owl.
Wriggling rubber snakes. High-frequency sound beams.
Little round things that went knip, knip, knip.
Rice puddings fired from catapults.
A recording of a female starling in trouble.
Recording of a female starling not in trouble.
Trained cats.
Rice puddings fired from catapults Mark II.
Flashing lights and Chinese crackers. Large things dropped from a great height and vice versa.
Failing that, rice puddings fired from catapults.
For some inexplicable reason, all these devices failed. The Starlings remained.
The inventors were filled with remorse, and in sackcloth they marched the streets.
At the same time, at the Ministry of Grit, Filth and Exportable Heads, the Secretary, Mr. Ned Bladdock, was handed a vital bird statistic.
You sure this figure is correct?
Yes.
Have you had it checked?
Yes.
You mean that there are 30 million starlings roosting in Trafalgar Square?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Perch.
Right.
30 million starlings. Mr. Finn! Yes, sir. Coming, sir. Did you so much as call me, sir?
Ah, yes, Mr. Finn. Call a meeting of all the people we keep specially for meetings. Gentlemen, I have called this meeting to declare war on the Starlings in London. Thank you. The question is how to get rid of them.
What about rice puddings fired from catapults?
No, we've had that.
Have we? Oh. I say, look here. I remember at Passchendaele during the First World War for lasting peace. I remember, after a heavy artillery barrage, there were no signs of birds for months after.
I don't think that at all relevant.
If we could draw up 200 regiments of artillery in Trafalgar Square and let off a non-stop barrage for a month, I'm sure that if about
No, Major. Wait a moment.
What?
You've given me an idea.
I have?
Yes.
Oh.
Look, it all boils down to making a noise, doesn't it? Just a noise.
Yes.
Now, if we could get volunteers just to kick up a noise,
then, Dad, you're right. Perfect. I'll ask Field Marshal Clinicalfoot to let us have 3 brigades of guards at Trafalgar Square at dawn on Monday. What a magnificent sight.
Good morning, Major Bloodlock.
The same.
I'm Mr. Cringing Nut of the morning flight.
Yes, you're one of the observers, aren't you?
That's right, sir.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you briefly what's happened. The whole of the square mile around Trafalgar Square has been cordoned off.
Is it now a curfew area?
Yes, only curfews are allowed in. All these squads marching in here are to kick up a din. And in so doing, you see, they drive the Starlings away.
Well, what does the noise-making equipment consist of?
Sergeant Steinbrecher, explain the noise equipment to this gentleman, would you?
all men entering this area are handed one of the following items: iron bathtub with beater, football rattles, whistles, tin cans, dustbin lids, gas stoves filled with iron bolts, bagpipes, dinner gongs, kettle drums, thunder sheets, and various other noise-making gear for the uses of.
Thank you.
I see that Lance Colonel Sockclencher is going to address the men now.
Ben, that is, chap. I'm going to put you in the picture. In a short time, we will be commencing the noise for the uses of. So let's have a little practice first, eh? Right. Now, first, let's hear from the dustbin lids.
Carruthers, action at last.
Yes, well, it had to come.
Diary of Operation Cacophony.
March the 7th, 3rd week of operation. Starlings undisturbed. But 2/3 of Guards Brigade now stone deaf.
April 1st. Still no effect on Starlings. All rather annoying, really.
December the 1st, very cold. Noisemakers were augmented by the bagpipes of the Highland Brigade. Starlings still unperturbed, but population of London dropped 10,000 overnight.
December the 3rd. Deep snow. Starlings sleeping peacefully. Noise continuing. Field Marshal Clunch sends the brigade a Christmas greeting. He receives in return a Christmas pudding. with a rather disturbing message. And then... February the 32nd. All troops withdrawn. Operation Cacophony abandoned.
A military disaster. Those responsible, clad in sackcloth, once more walked the streets.
And was a complete and utter failure. But these little mistakes will happen.
You made a muck of it.
Honorable members, it is not an absolute failure. I mean, that is to say, though the Starlings were not driven from Trafalgar Square, they were, rearranged. Rabbit!
You should have used rice pudding fired from catapult.
Nonsense.
I suggest the honourable member applies for the chosen 100.
I refuse to get in that queue. In any case, I have already taken steps to ensure that the Starlings are removed from London.
Why?
I have this day inserted an advertisement in the papers asking for suggestions that will rid us of this pest.
Well, we'll give you one more chance. Now then, lad, who's for a quick round of pontoon?
Good morning, Miss Pert. Working late again?
Yes.
Good girl. Any replies to the advert in the papers?
Yes, this bloke here has been waiting for you.
Oh.
Yes. I've been waiting to speak to you. Mr. Klumfrack Knidsprul Sakran Plutch Protestant.
Mr. Bladdock's the name.
Yes, that's it. I knew it was something like Klumfrack Knidsprul.
Please. Will you come in, please?
Thank you.
Now, Mr.
My name is Jim Bluebutter Tiger. It is an unusual name.
Yes, I suppose it is. Still a rose by any other name, you know.
No, I do not know any roses by any other name.
Cigarette?
I do not smoke. It's expensive.
It's no expense to the ministry. I could have you one roll within the hour.
No, thank you.
Right. Now, to business. What is your invention?
It is an artificial explodable bird line.
What a fascinating start. Continue.
Thank you. Well, I have managed to compound a mixture that looks exactly like bird lime. Now then, this bird lime can be put down anywhere where there are starlings. Mm-hmm. Then, simply by pressing a remote control button, all the little blobs of bird lime can be exploded.
Good heavens.
Yes, it is all done by sound waves.
You really mean it would drive the Starlings away?
Yes.
Gad, what a savior he is.
Here, have an OBE.
Oh, tough.
In England's darkest hour, one always appears. First Cromwell, then Fred Clute, and now you.
Now, Mr. Tiger, you have the formula for this artificial explodable bird line?
Yes, I have.
Good. Let me have it, and I'll get the Woolwich Arsenal to make it up.
Yes.
This little invention of yours will save the day. Well, gentlemen of the press, there it is.
40,000 liquid tons of artificial explodable birdlime.
Wonderful.
Absolutely marvelous.
Not too close, gentlemen. Mind you don't fall in.
Simply sorry. It looks like the real thing.
Well, it has to. These starlings must not suspect for a moment that it is air that.
No.
After all, they know the real thing.
When will it be ready?
Well, the head of the department tells me the mixture will take 10 days to cool.
That's not bad at all, is it?
Then it is to be given artificial colouring and forced into tubes ready for squirting onto the building.
Oh, brilliant.
All in all, about 2 weeks, I should say. By then, the inauguration ceremony will be ready.
What inauguration ceremony?
My dear sir, the exploding of the artificial birdlime necessitates the pressing of a button, and it is common law that all cutting of tapes and pressing of buttons must be carried out with due ceremony. Of course, as it will be in this case.
Can I quote you on that?
You can quote me as saying it, but no more.
And what will be the date of the ceremony?
3 weeks from now. The BBC are covering the occasion.
They would. This is London. And now it's time for our special outside broadcast from Trafalgar Square. Today, the great experiment, Operation Explodable Bird Mixture, is about to commence. And for the first part of our broadcast, let us go over to Brian Ginstone.
Hello, listeners. Brian Ginstone here, and I'm speaking from the roof of St. Martin's. The roof of St. Martin's, where for the past week workmen have been spreading the artificial explodable bird mixture. So to tell us a little about it, let's have a word with the pork. Pardon me, sir.
Aye?
I'm from the BBC.
I'll punch you in the flipping ear out.
Well, I wonder, sir, if you'd like to say a few words to the listeners.
Don't I get enough chat from you lot?
Well, tell me, how long have you been putting the mixture around the ledges of this building?
Oh, about 10 days on and off.
What do you mean exactly on and off?
Well, some of us keep falling off.
Do you? What jolly fun.
Just.
Now tell us, you've been working on this job for 10 days or more. What do you think of the idea and its chances?
Well, you know...
Thank you. Now, as the workmen take down the last of the scaffolding, I see that the ceremony in the square below us is about to begin. So, over to Richard Dingleby.
Here, in the great square of Trafalgar, which, as we all know, takes its name from the great underground railway that runs directly beneath its ancient flagstones, here all is in readiness for the great explodable bird mixture inauguration. To my right raises the great wooden oak platform from which this solemn ceremony will be performed. The entire square is a great mass of banners from the Great Society of Pest Control, all waiting to see the result of this experiment. Yes, there goes the great siren telling us that all the workmen are clear of the buildings. That is to say, St. Martin's, the National Gallery, Africa House, and all the other buildings that have been treated with this wonderful explodable bird mixture. Now then, to my right, up the right side of the square, I can see the bright scarlet and pink tunics of the Royal College of Heralds as they march majestically up to the base of the great platform. They are, of course, waiting to sound the traditional fanfare, Tedium Vitae, which will announce the arrival of Duchess Winifred Boyle de Spudswell, the well-known human being. And as I speak, I see the 3rd Battalion of the 1st Regal Household Cavalry, so called as every member is a householder, and, yes, there they go, their great white-plumed swords snorting up the rain and fire and lifting the dust as they pass the base of Nelson's great column. That column so nobly erected here in 1672 to commemorate Lord Nelson's victory at Balaclava over the combined Egyptian and Turkish cavalry. And those cheers are for the leader of the household troop as he dips the Union Jack, the national flag of the Union of Jack. That great fanfare announces the arrival of the great television coach bearing the Duchess by arrangement with Richard Winnick and Mark Ludeman. The guard of the Tundafoni Chokadars presents arms, and we all stand to attention for the anthem of the great Bird Pest Control. What a lovely tune that is, from the pen of the marcher of the Archer Street Rolls. And now, yes, now here comes the Duchess of Boyle de Spudswell, followed by the venerable city fathers, mothers, sisters, brother-in-laws, and all the other great traditional hangers-on. Now the Duchess approaches the great charcoal and balsa staircase that leads up to the rostrum, and at the same time leads down again. She mounts the great steps, her great cape of Naut and Weevil squaddling across the ancient flanges of the high Grenford Loop. And with that, the heralds sound the third voluntary so well beloved by the Swahili dust group of Westminster. And now she reaches the great gold and bronze microphone to make her declaration. But first, the master of the rolls and leather goods pledges his allegiance, also the Quanta Donorum. So let us listen to it.
My lord, ladies,
He appears to be having trouble with the great microphone of state. The same great microphone used ever since 1672, hand-beaten and foot-slapped gold and silver, surmounted by two Burmese cherubs, and fashioned by the great sculptor Ben Venuto Cellini and his brother Fred. Oh, and now I see the great engineer of state with the great state screwdriver adjusting the mace screws on the great microphone.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, testing. Yes, that's one now. Yes, that's one. My lord, ladies, and gentlemen, please silence for the Duchess of Boyle de Spudswell, name of the umpire, and at present appearing in television that you're locked. Where's your bun? What's up now? Who's your dad? Why have you come? And other edifying panel games. She appears by permission of the makers of Sputo, the Wonder Boot Exploder.
With that great dignified ringing across the great square, she steps up to the great microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is just that I have come today to give my thoughts. Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's all right, Cal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and privilege to name this experiment Operation Explodable Bird Mixture, and may all who stand on it perish.
She steps forward to press the great button. She presses it. And so, for the final result, over to Brian Ginstone on top of the National Gallery.
And all around the cornices of St. Martin's, the bird mixture is exploding, and the starlings are being driven away, and
Oh, dear. I don't quite know what's happened.
Lads, please, lads, quiet now. Let us have a fair hearing. And now, Mr. Bladder.
Mr. Prime Minister, honorable members, I fear that the expendable birdlime was a mite too powerful. But fear not, St. Martin's will be rebuilt.
But the starlings will only roost in it again.
If they do, well, we'll blow it up again. Naturally, we would rebuild again, but if the starlings still persist in roosting there, we'll have no compunction but to blow it up yet again. We'll see who gets tired first.
But think of the expense.
No fear there. I have it on good authority that our financial position is far in excess of the starlings.
No, sir.
Yes. In any case, I have a new invention to deal with the pests.
What?
Rice puddings fired from catapults.
Good shot.
Right, lads. Now then, how about a nice cup of tea?
That was The Starlings. That was by Spike Milligan. All parts were played by Peter Sellars, Harry Secombe, and Spike Milligan. Other pests were played by the Starlings themselves. Technical production by Harry Green and Barry Wilson. I am the announcer. Andrew Timothy is the name. And I'm asked to say that any resemblance to a Goon show is due to the laxity of the producer, Peter Eton.